give an award out. One thing I want to talk about is actually something called a candidate. Everything we talk about on social media, they're catching up. There was a situation a couple of weeks ago over in the US with a friend of mine making a very senior $250,000 hire. And this candidate was coming out of a top IT consulting firm, and it was a woman. And she knew this position was going to be available via social media, so she decided to actually have a look at this organisation. We're all using social media to look at candidates. Guess what? Candidates are now looking at social media to look at us. She went on to this organisation. She found out who the line manager was responsible for the area she was working in. And she actually had a little search around and she found him on Flickr. She found some fascinating photographs. In America they have a concept once a quarter. Senior executives, often with their best salespeople, will go away on what's called a President's Club. In England we call it a rugby tour, in Holland you call it the Dutch football team. What she found were pictures of lots of men on boats and in nightclubs with their bottoms hanging out of their trousers drinking. She actually decided that this $250,000 job in a top global organisation maybe wasn't for her, if that's the culture that they were putting out there. And therefore, one of the powers of social media isn't just for us to look at them and check them out. It is for them to look at us and check us out, both as an organisation, but also as individuals. And that level of transparency is going to be a challenge for everybody. Moving on to what I was meant to talk about, I came over to Holland in 2004 to launch a little job book called Total Jobs. I found the Dutch market the most wonderful market in the world of recruitment I've worked in, and actually spent a further 2 years living in Holland. I think it is a wonderful country. I think it is a wonderful people. I think it is a cultured environment that is totally welcoming. And these two gentlemen to my right made me feel incredibly welcome and incredibly proud to be involved in this Dutch marketplace. I actually think there's little that Australians and Brits can talk to you guys about employer branding, being quite blunt. I think you do it well. I think you've always done it well. I remember getting off a plane many years ago at Schiphol, walking down and seeing on the whole side of my journey adverts for Cisco. They didn't do anything like that in America, but over here their communications agency told them that actually you need to be using multi-platform channels before social media and the internet even existed. So you guys, to be quite blunt, get it, and you've been doing it well. But because you don't always use the language that is now the world of recruitment English, sometimes the message gets mixed. I think Recruiters United is phenomenal. I've known Frank for many years, and I think what he's built at Compagnon as well is a wonderful company. And I loved his branding. I love the way he's invited me to many of his strategic sessions. Tom I've known again for many years, and he's always made me very welcome down at ARA. So I think each one of you should be proud about what you've built as an industry in Holland, and I think these two guys have done an awesome job. And the book, even though I don't speak Dutch, is really good. I hate to say that. But I'm actually going to get these guys to help me, because in 2 weeks' time I'm going to a place called CERN. It's where they invented a thing called the internet, and they also invented that thing that goes round and round and blows the world up. And I've actually got to do a presentation to 70 top talent directors in Europe called Recruitment 2020. And actually I'm just going to give them the book. Please let me say a big thank you to these guys for the hard work they do for you and putting on events year after year. It is a fantastic community, and this is a real community, not a virtual community. And the real world is way more fun. Guys, well done and thank you.
We get a beautiful book handed over by Keith. Both Frank and I really wanted to have Keith presented to us because he's I guess for me sort of ultimate guy, recruiter guru who also personally connects and knows really about what's going on, and he's going to take initiatives in Netherlands in sharing his knowledge and network and community with us. So really great. Before I give the word to Frank, because I like him to to say something too. You know, this is really Frank's urgency and Frank's drive that this book today is held in dope. I don't know the dope, the Baptist baptizing of this book, Recruitment 2020. And I really thank Frank for it, because I was over my head organizing this event, but happily, because Recruiters United this year is 10 years alive and kicking, happily, there was also Frank as a founding father, as an inspirator of the network, who pushed the lines, who pushed our teams, who pushed himself, who pushed me a little, who pushed Marga, who pushed Peter, who audited and edited this book. He pushed the team to produce this beautiful book. And I'm, having looked at it the last weeks, and really holding it in my hands now, I'm really very proud to be part of the community we together make and build. And I hope we can all help each other in keeping this thing alive. And thank you. Right.
Maar hoe in het Nederlands voor de variatie? Eenvoudig. 10 jaar geleden zat ik in mijn eentje in de structureel kantoor. En ik zag heel veel activiteiten rond het vakgebied recruitment, maar iedereen zat een beetje solo te klooien, eigenlijk te proberen dus het best te doen. Ik dacht, misschien is het leuk als de mensen samenkomen en gezamenlijk delen hoe je het vak kan ontwikkelen en verbeteren. En ik had echt nooit gedacht dat ik dan 10 jaar later, ik zat thuis toen we het voorbereiden, ik dacht wat voor naam we dat hebben. Bestelde een cadeautje voor de kinderen, voetbalgekken bij mijn 16 United. Ik dacht, ja, leuke naam, Recruiters United. En zo begin je dan een beetje klubbelig en improviserend. En nu zijn we 10 jaar verder enorm veel bijeenkomsten. En ik had nooit gedacht dat hij dan 350 mensen bij elkaar zetten in het verder gevolg daarvan. En dat we dus een boek hebben met z'n allen. Ik heb afgelopen 10 jaar heel erg genoten, vooral van alle mensen in het netwerk van recruiters. Alle mensen die in het boek staan. Heel leuk in het boek zijn 10 bijdragen met 10 mensen die vertellen over hoe zij de afgelopen 10 jaar zijn doorgekomen. En daar is het ook heel interessant om te lezen wat er de komende 10 jaar gaat gebeuren. Maar het leuke is dat het recruitment is in Nederland, en dat vinden mensen als Keith, maar ook Kevin Bier, dat is allemaal heel bijzonder. Wij hebben hier een not-for-profit netwerk onder recruiters. In Amerika, Engeland, overal is het heel commercieel. En wij zijn natuurlijk ook commercieel. Maar het grappige is dat we heel veel dingen delen. Met heel veel mensen bij elkaar komen. Met elkaar praten hoe het vak kunnen verbeteren. En we hebben ook nog een eigen box, onder recruitment netwerks. We hebben ook nog een eigen radiostation tegenwoordig, Recruiter FM. Er gebeurt van alles in het Nederlandse vak. En mensen in het buitenland kijken naar de bewondering naar. Dus ik denk dat we met z'n allen heel trots mogen zijn dat we zo'n community hier bij elkaar hebben. En dat het ook gewoon heel erg leuk is om met deze groep mensen bij elkaar te zijn, om te blijven komen en samen het vak verder te ontwikkelen. Hartelijk bedankt voor jullie bijdrage de afgelopen 10 jaar en heel veel succes de komende 10 jaar.
Hartelijk dank. Aan het eind van de dag krijgt u dit boek overigens uiteraard mee. Dan kunt u meegenieten van dit succes. Hartelijk dank heren. Niels, we gaan zo lunchen. Maar daarvoor